Welcome back. News coming in ahead of the Gujarat polls, where ahead of the announcement by the Election Commission of when exactly the elections for the state of Gujarat are going to be held, the Election Commission has asked the Gujarat Chief Secretary as to why a compliance report sought earlier by the Election Commission has not yet been submitted by the Gujarat government. The Election Commission has also earlier asked for directions to be immediately complied with and the report sent by the government to the EC. The Chief Secretary and the DGP have been asked to explain the circumstances under which these directions had not been complied. Let me go across to Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan for more on this. Madhav, what can you tell us about the specific missive that's gone from the Election Commission to the Gujarat government, specifically its Chief Secretary?
Well, Siddharth, this is a very, very unusual development because normally these compliance reports are part of administrative processes that are required to be fulfilled before the poll schedule announcement happens, particularly in the state of Gujarat, which many were hoping, as was in the past, with the schedule of which would have been announced along with Himachal Pradesh. That did not happen, and in fact, in a break from what is normally the procedure, Himachal Pradesh election announcement happened separately. Even now, the Gujarat poll schedule announcement is awaited. And at a time like this, the Election Commission writing to the Chief Secretary asking why the compliance report relating to the transfer and postings of officers, why has it not been complied with, despite the fact that a reminder has been sent, and this kind of explanation being sought, not just a compliance report now, but an explanation from the Chief Secretary and the DGP as to the circumstances in which this compliance was not, in fact, fulfilled by the Gujarat government. The Chief Secretary and the DGP will now have to explain before the Election Commission. And remember, sources are indicating that this is among the various aspects which counts for the poll preparedness. And coming as it does ahead of the poll schedule announcement, it could be seen as one of the reasons why, in fact, the poll schedule announcement hasn't yet happened. So a very, very unusual development there. Chief Secretary and DGP, in a sense, being pulled up by the Election Commission and being asked to explain why they have not fulfilled this particular compliance report, which is part of the due procedure, and despite reminders being sent.
And one more question to you, Madhav. It's a slightly procedural one. Now, in the event there is a delay on the part of the dispensation in Gujarat in submitting these compliance reports to the Election Commission, will that have implications for the announcement of the elections in the state of Gujarat, the specific dates, which might also get delayed as a process?
And in fact, that is a very, very pertinent question to this development because, as I was mentioning earlier, the poll preparedness procedures cannot be completed until this kind of compliance report is submitted by the Gujarat government. And it is very much likely that if, even despite this kind of a strongly worded letter being sent to the Chief Secretary and DGP, if they continue to, for reasons best known to them, prevaricate or further delay as far as the compliance report being sent is concerned, that certainly could have an impact as far as the poll schedule announcement is concerned. So this is one of the things that needs to be completed before Election Commission can actually consider as far as what dates and what schedule is suitable for the state of Gujarat, because most of the other procedural aspects are more or less fulfilled is what we understand. So this would be very, very crucial in determining what kind of timeline really we are looking at as far as the Gujarat poll.
Absolutely, Madhav. Yeah, thanks a lot for that response, and we'll await an official confirmation from the Gujarat government as well, and any information forthcoming as to when they'll submit these compliance reports.